Hello again. Here is the second part. I hope you like it. Please share, comment, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's begin. Months have passed. Daenerys has fully recovered on Dragonstone. Her body has healed. But her mind is harder, colder, and far more dangerous. Daenerys on Dragonstone. Daenerys stands on a balcony of the fortress looking out at the sea. The wind stirs her silver hair. Her face is no longer that of a girl who wanted to be loved. It is the face of an empress. Kinvara enters. Khaleesi, I bring news. Speak. In King's Landing there will be a gathering. All the lords of Westeros will be there. They are going to choose a new king. Daenerys turns slowly. And they know. Kinvara shakes her head. No one knows you are alive. Not the lords. Not the Unsullied. Not even the false three-eyed raven. Bran Stark. Bran cannot see me? Bran is just an apprentice. A boy who sat in a tree and thought himself a god. The ancient magic of Valyria blinds him. He cannot see you. He will not see you. He doesn't know you exist. Daenerys nods. Thank you, Kinvara. Daenerys' inner monologue. Kinvara withdraws. Daenerys is left alone. She walks through the hall, and for the first time in months, questions consume her. Flashbacks. Viserys placing the crown on her head as a child. Her wedding to Drogon, the fear. The funeral pyre, the fire. The Unsullied marching free. The Dothraki crossing the sea. And she thinks, all of this, it was a dream that wasn't mine. My brother's dream. To be Queen of Westeros. I never asked for this. She stops in front of an ancient mirror. She looks at herself. I was sold as a slave. I loved Drogon and he died. I crossed the desert. I freed slaves. I brought my Unsullied and my Dothraki here to die for people who don't even want me. She sees faces, the people of Westeros, filled with fear and hate. They prefer to serve Cersei than to serve me. The lords don't want me. No one wants me. A tear rolls down her cheek. And why? Because of me. Because I was weak. Because I listened to Tyrion. Because I listened to a dwarf who played at being wise. Her eyes harden. If I had listened to Dario, if I had brought him with me, if I had been a true dragon, I would have taken Westeros in the first month. My men wouldn't have died. She clenches her fists. And now, the lords of Westeros think being a man is worth more than being a dragon. They'd choose any man with a cock over the blood of the dragon. She cries. But they are tears of rage. Kinvara and the truth. The door opens. Kinvara enters again. I know everything. Your doubts. Your pain. Your rage. And what do you want me to do? Forgive? Try again? Kinvara steps closer. No. I want you to remember who you are. You are the princess who will save the world. Just like your ancestor Aegon. But Aegon didn't ask permission. He didn't doubt. He didn't wait to be loved. Aegon was a dragon. You must be like him. A dragon. You must bond with Drogon. Become one. As you were taught in this time. And how? What must I do? Kinvara smiles. You already know. Daenerys looks at her. Something in her eyes changes. The weakness disappears. She wipes her tears with the back of her hand. Firmly she says, Drogon. Outside, Drogon lifts his head. His golden eyes open. A mental connection forms and he moves towards Daenerys. The gathering at the Coliseum. In King's Landing, inside an ancient, half-ruined Coliseum, the lords of Westeros are gathered. The stands are broken. The central arena is filled with rubble. They are all there. Tyrion in chains, Varys in chains, Jon under arrest, Sansa, Arya, Bran, Yohn Royce, Edmure Tully, Gendry, Bronn, and other lords. Unsullied guard the edges. Tyrion mutters to Varys, do you think they'll kill us today or will there be dessert first? Varys, weakly, if you're going to die, Tyrion, could you do it in silence? An Unsullied bangs a gavel. The gathering to elect the new ruler of the Seven Kingdoms will now begin. The election of Bran. Sansa stands. Calm, political, calculating. The North has suffered. But the North knows who defended it. My brother Bran saw beyond what any man has ever seen. He is the three-eyed raven. He will guide us. Murmurs. Yohn Royce hesitates. A Stark? After everything that's happened? What does he know about ruling? Arya steps forward, hand on her sword. He knows enough. And anyone who doubts. She doesn't finish the sentence. She doesn't need to. Bronn, uncomfortable. I'm only here for Riverrun. Someone just decide already. One by one, the lords begin to nod. Fear outweighs conviction. We accept. Bran Stark shall be king. Bran impassive nods. The dragon's arrival. Just as they are about to proclaim him, the sky darkens. It is not a cloud. It is something far larger. A deafening roar shatters the silence. Everyone looks up. The coliseum's roof is open. And then hell arrived. Drogon descends slowly. His wings blot out the sun. His shadow covers the entire arena. On his back, Daenerys Targaryen stands with Kinvara at her side. Both are dressed in red. Imposing. Terrifying. Arya draws her sword. It can't be. I saw her die. Tyrion mouth agape. This isn't possible. I was there. Varys smiling for the first time in months. Ah, how wonderful. How absolutely wonderful. Drogon lands in the arena. Daenerys dismounts. She walks to the center. She raises her voice. Unsullied. Aim. The Unsullied, upon seeing her, hesitate for a second. Then, obediently, they raise their spears and point them at all the lords of Westeros. Daenerys smiles. Good. The command to Drogon. Daenerys walks among the lords. Everyone steps back. Arya tries to move. Daenerys looks at her, smiles, and without a word, mentally she commands, Drogon. Drogon peers forward with his enormous head. His golden eyes scan the hall. Daenerys points. Bronn. The one from Riverrun, says the up-jumped cell's word. Bronn pales. He opens his mouth to speak, to plead. Before he can make a sound, Drogon opens his jaws and snatches him. One bite. Then another. The lords scream. Some vomit. Others faint. Daenerys looks at them all with terrifying calm. Did you see that? I don't need swords. I don't need words. Just by thinking it, Drogon kills. Absolute silence. Only the sound of Drogon chewing. I could kill you all right now. Burn this hall. Then your castles. Then let my Dothraki and Unsullied be warriors without chains. Without restraint. She walks slowly. No one breathes. Open your eyes. I don't lie. Everyone looks at Bran. After a long silence, he speaks. It's true. He could kill us all. But that's not why he's here. The speech of truth. Daenerys laughs bitterly. I'm not here to kill you? No, Bran. Not today. She turns to address everyone. I was a foolish woman. A girl who borrowed her brother's dream. Viserys' dream. To be queen of Westeros. I never asked for this. She walks and everyone moves out of her way. I listened to a dwarf. To Tyrion. The cleverest man in the world, they said. And thanks to his advice, I lost my men. I lost dragons. I lost years. Tyrion lowers his head. I fought for you against the Night King. I lost people. I bled for you. And what did I get? Nothing. No one wants me here. After giving everything to defend you, no one wants me. Sansa tries to speak, but Daenerys silences her with a look. Sansa dares. Arya killed the Night King. With the dagger Bran gave her. Bran nods. Kinvara steps forward, her voice powerful. Do you really believe that? Everyone looks at Kinvara. The true Night King died many years ago. That's why he fell with a single blow from Aegon the Conqueror's dagger. Because he was already dead. He was an echo. A shadow. Kinvara turns to Bran. Tell me, false raven. Didn't the three-eyed raven, Brynden Rivers, tell you the whole truth? Bran doesn't respond. The only ones who can be the three-eyed raven are Targaryens. The last one died. You are merely an apprentice. And you never knew the whole truth. The rejected offer, Daenerys continues. I have the power to take the 7 kingdoms. I can burn them. Burn their castles. Let my Dothraki and Unsullied be warriors without restraint. Go. Burn. She approaches Varys. Varys, you always talked about power. Where does it reside? Varys lowers his head. Where men believe it resides. Daenerys lets out a laugh. No. Power is not inherited. It is not won by name. It is not won by having balls. Power is taken. And I have more power than all of you combined. Varys lowers his head. He says nothing. But I won't do it. I will not rule kingdoms that hate me. I will not rule ingrates. I am leaving. Settling scores, Tyrion and Sansa. She turns to Tyrion. Tyrion, you were never clever. Just a fool. I should never have listened to you. Dany, your father was right. You are a freak. But not because you're a dwarf. Because you're stupid. For trying to please people who hate you. Tyrion is speechless. Daenerys approaches Sansa. Sansa Stark, you think you're a queen. But a queen doesn't grovel her whole life just to survive. You survive by crawling. That's not being a queen. That's being a coward. Sansa pales. Settling scores, Arya and Bran. Daenerys turns to Arya. Arya Stark, the assassin. The one who killed the Night King, or so you believe. Arya grips her sword. The faceless men do not forgive. You owe them a life, and they always collect. Arya swallows. Daenerys confronts Bran. And you, useless false raven, sit on your throne, play at being a god. But remember, false gods always fall. And I would have liked to meet my ancestor, Brynden Rivers. Settling scores, Jon. Daenerys walks towards Jon. He lifts his head. His eyes are red. Jon Snow. The Starks were the stupidest people I ever met. They died for giving honor to those who didn't deserve it. And they died for not being honorable. Robb Stark. He married another woman. He broke his word, and he died for it. Ned Stark. Your father. The most honorable man in Westeros. He was a fool. He didn't tell you that you were the son of Lyanna and Rhaegar. He let you believe you were a bastard. And because he was stupid, because he was honorable, they beheaded him. Jon clenches his fists. And you are the least honorable man I know. Me? You wanted to let the free folk die before they passed the wall. You knew what was out there. You knew about the Night King. And still, you preferred to let them die. You knew who you were. You knew you were Rhaegar's son. And you said nothing. You let them call you Snow. You let others decide for you, and you never valued yourself. You always belittled yourself for being a bastard, thinking you didn't deserve anything, despite everything you achieved. Jon breaks down crying. You are a colossal idiot. The least honorable man I ever knew. The farewell. Daenerys walks toward the exit. Before leaving, she stops and looks at everyone. I would have liked to meet Tywin Lannister. Tyrion lifts his head, surprised. He was interesting. With him, we could have built a great nation. But you don't deserve dragons. Daenerys leaves. Drogon waits for her. She mounts him. Kinvara follows. The Unsullied, one by one, lower their spears and begin to withdraw. The Dothraki do the same. The city empties of her presence. The silence and Bran's doubt. The hall falls silent. The lords dare not speak. Yohn Royce finally, well, I suppose Bran will rule. Arya staring into nothing, she's gone. Sansa trembling, what if she comes back? Tyrion, his voice broken, she won't come back. She told the truth. We're not worth it. Bran for the first time doubts. His unchanging face shows something, confusion. He thinks to himself, why didn't my master tell me the truth? Why can't I perceive anything about Kinvara? Why can't I see Drogon? Why does her magic blind me? What if I was never the three-eyed raven? What if I was just an apprentice? What if the true Night King died so long ago that no one remembers him? His white eyes for the first time seem to hold fear. Well, I hope you liked it. I'll upload the third part soon. Subscribe and hit that like button.